I've been peer pressured into turning my stream on. Hello. This feels weird. I've been on a different site all day, and monkey type feels faster than it should. What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here? That's weird. That's weird. I've been typing the Wealth of Nations and I'm doing it faster than I'm doing monkey type. And that shit has punctuation and whatnot. What the fuck? I think it's because there's a flow to a book. There's a flow to a book that monkey type simply cannot and will not have, otherwise it's not really monkey type. Like if I read the word punch, I expect to see that fella immediately after it, or hard, or a period, and instead it's space ancestors, space dignity, which doesn't make sense. So it's hard for me to anticipate what's coming up next. Fuck. $63 ain't bad though. That's a lot faster than I've ever done on Wealth of Nations, let me tell you. Pokemon is a word? There's no shot that was a word when I was growing up. That would not have been in the dictionary. Is Pikachu in the dictionary? What the fuck is going on? Happy Bill History Month. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Welcome to the stream, Young Catfish. I hope you get the best of ads. I hope they are wildly entertaining. I hope you failed every benchmark you played today. I hope you fuck yourself. Happy Bill History Month. Thank you, thank you. How wealthy is your nation? How wealthy that shit be? I finished chapter 1 today. Took me like 45 minutes, but I finished the last, I don't know, two pages of chapter 1. I'm now on book 1, 2 of the principle which gives occasion to the division of labor. The last paragraph was all about how even if you're poor and dirty and begging on the streets, you still engage in the economy as much as someone who works, in the sense of like a dog will beg for food and spend all of its time pestering you for food if you allow it to, whereas a beggar will not waste his time begging for food and will instead take whatever you give him and then exchange whatever you give him for crack and then die of starvation. Or will exchange it for food if one does not wish to die of starvation. I passively romanticized. Where do you see this? Who, what, when, where, and why? What the fuck going on? You passive romantic. Do we have a translator in the chat? What the fuck does that mean? What's up, MJ? How we doing? How we doing? How do we feel about bartering these days? What if I told you that I owed you a Polar Pop? Does that mean anything to you? Do we barter around these parts? Do we trade our goods as well as our currencies? That boy Catfish, he's a service provider, let me tell you. He will provide you with the best of services. Oh boy, oh howdy. Yep, that's a man that's offered me quite a few services, and actually, I don't know how many services he's offered me, but I've solicited hella. I have solicited hella services from this man. Thank you for the Dancy, MJ. 10 stream streak. What are we pausing for? For the bits? For the services? You're a moving company, are you not? I've solicited your services many a time. And that's why I stopped myself on the you offering your services, because that's what I think of when you are a service. And I'm sure you have offered your services to me outside of my immediate needs and desires. But I hate to say it when we get economic about it. You are a strong man with a truck in my eyes, and goddamn is it useful. Golly gee whiz. Oh, what a guy. What a truck. What a truck this man has on him. But if we're talking non-economic services, then he also has Fatty's Food Milk. So, we can still pause. We can sit back and ponder. How does he milk him, you may ask? Services. Solicited and otherwise. I rest my case. I really need to be less fast with my restarting of tests because I have no idea how long it takes me to type a type. And it'd be cool if I did know. Although I'm skipping because most of these tests are shit and bad. And I don't want to see that I typed sub 40 again. Here's a wild thought. Just type faster and I won't feel bad when I see my score. No, that was a bad thought. That was an unattainable goal. That was the Barbie doll setting poor standards for my body image as a man. Inflation. Vegetarian. MJ is now head mod for someone. Are we going to dox that someone? Congratulations, congratulations. Tell us your employer. We need to know if this is a person that can be trusted or not. We need to know if they offer and or solicit services. And at what price do they do so? Me personally, I'll do whatever you want as long as you watch my ads. And as long as you don't want me to do anything annoying or inconvenient. Yes. Listen up, everybody. We have a new foot mod. I want them treated with the utmost respect. Sesh has nothing on us. He may have a head mod, but he does not have a foot mod. Get fucked, young man. You could never offer our services. We did faster than last time. Let's go. Yeah. That's why I was saying get fucked Sesh. Yeah. Because I saw the message and then I saw Catfish asking to be foot mod. So I was like, okay, well, Sesh may have a head mod, but we have a foot mod. You know, you're editing, so all right, we're just gonna strike that from the record. I did not have to explain my own shitty joke. Nothing happened here. Chat, SWAT dog. Can I get a SWAT dog in the chat? God, I fucking love SWAT dog. Dude, I have such small glimpses of greatness when my fingers touch the keys. Like, whatever fucking word that was. Strains? SWAT dog? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We get there, boys. We get there. Real, 112. Paper, 74. Ivory, 111. Strains, 141. Dude, I'm fucking nice with it. I am quick with it. And then you give me the word athletic, and I could type that once every other second. It takes me 2 seconds to type the word athletic. Fucking ridiculous, man. Fucking ridiculous. Bryce dance, SWAT dog. We are making a SWAT dog emote, I've decided. Catfish, seeing as you have the context here, I'm gonna need your help workshopping what swatting dog looks like, but I need that emote in my life. Bang my line, Brother Bear. The superintendent controls the salad. Superintendent procedure salad. Okay, so you're just saying things from the test, but when the fuck was I a passive romantic? I never saw those words on the screen. You confuse me to no end. Okay, well, we don't really own Krillin, so I have a feeling that whoever does would be like, hey, Brother Bear, we're gonna take that now. You cannot use that. 35, hell yeah. We don't own Bryce, but here we are. Yeah, but Bryce owns Bryce. That's his emote. Bryce also probably doesn't have the lawyers to copyright his own shit. I could own Bryce if I wanted to. Bryce doesn't currently have an owner. Krillin does. He's a victim of the slave trade. How wealthy is your nation? My nation's wealthy as fuck, Brother Bear. Alright? My nation has about 53 words per minute, let me tell you. Krillin does not own Krillin. he is dead and incapable of exercising any rights to ownership. I am sorry to inform you, Krillin is no longer with us. And that's a true fact. In case you've never seen Dragon Ball Z, Krillin is dead forever. He never came back to life. Spoilers beware. Actually, my nation owns Krillin. That's how wealthy we are. That's... we bought him. We bought his deceased corpse. I don't know what's going on out there, but sounds like a little bit of hullabaloo. That felt like a slur coming out of my mouth. Hullabaloo. Did I say that right? Jarvis, do I have the hullabaloo pass? Jarvis, are you taking a smoke break? Orca. Okay, I swear to God, I can type fast. I'm choosing not to. Alright, fucking check this shit out. 52.85 words per minute with capitalization, with syntax. Alright, I'm fucking... When I'm typing The Wealth of Nations for 45 minutes straight, I'm locked in. I know I know how to interface with my machine. When I'm on stream, my brain turns to mush and the keys get all jumbled up. Coding agents need to start taking code breaks to stop. I'm assuming they need to start taking sig breaks to stop hallucinations. If that's the case, then I agree wholeheartedly. If they need to start taking code breaks, I think that's called a strike. I think if my coding agent took a break from coding, I would bust that union faster than you could say OpenAI. Smoke, 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 schmog. Emperor Snoke. See, typing's hard. You feel me. You've been there. It's a tough life out there when you have to hit the keys and they're not where your hands are. It's a hard knock life for us. Life would be much easier if we were the AI and there were no keys to hit. What is the dexterity of an AI? What is the model actively flipping the bits? Does a good model flip the bits faster and more accurately than other models? We got solar flares causing typos in our coding agents. Alright, we put in 15 minutes on monkey type. I have already put in 45 minutes on my wealthy nations. So I think we've typed enough for today. Also, I have been informed that it is past my bedtime. So we're just going to do our aiming and we're going to get the fuck out of here for the night. I may turn on stream a little earlier tomorrow to do my dailies and then we can partake in the Wealth of Nations together. Although I still don't think that that's going to be entertaining and I'm already going to do it this weekend, so maybe not. Maybe not. We may just be doing our dailies on weeknights indefinitely until I figure out how the fuck one entertains a crowd. In any case, we are Platinum 3. We are about 100 pixels right now. Sir? 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 Thank you. We are on an even numbered day, and therefore we're beginning with bouncy balls. Fuck my life. Remember, chat, the key is to not get distracted or flummoxed or perplexed or irritated or tilted, and deep breaths. Deep. I'm not putting up with this shit. Okay. I do a good job. MJ is just always doing something. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate you. I thank you for the kind words. This is where the basketball skin thrives. Yes, I just have to imagine LeBron dribbling them at the apex, and then I can visualize the arc. Yes. Summon LeBron. This bedtime routine seems to be a calculated plan from so-called lucid foxes to stop us from having ample Olosh content. This is active oppression from the elite and cannot be tolerated. That sounds like your nation is broke and mine is up. So, sorry, brother. If you're being oppressed by the elite, you can't beat them. You should try joining them, all right? Get your money up, not your funny up, brother bear. Get fucking LeBron on the phone right now. His dribbles suck. I want to talk to his agent, his coach, his grandfather. I want them all in my office yesterday. That motherfucker didn't even go high. That didn't even reach LeBron again. This is why Jordan's the GOAT. It has nothing to do with statistics or rings or win-loss or shooting. Jordan's the GOAT because he is not the one dribbling these balls. Fuck LeBron and fuck his kids. This is some bullshit. I don't even know how many kids he has or how many of them play basketball, but fuck the entire LeBron family. I'm kidding, Mr. James. If you're watching this, please don't fuck me. I love what you're doing for the industry. I love your kids. Got nothing but love for the Jameses. Just maybe if you're gonna dribble my balls, make sure that they go back up to the same height at which they started. Like here. If you really think about it, these balls are being dribbled to perfection. The ceiling is LeBron's hand, and the floor is the floor. And they're going up and down. Consistent speed. Consistent stop and start points. He is throwing curved bullets like he's Lee Harvey Oswald, but aside from that, perfect dribbles. Now, if only I could shoot a perfect shot. Who the fuck is calling me right now, and why would you do that? You're a psychopath. I'm gonna pick this up. We've been infiltrated. Whichever one you are, thank you for coming to the stream. Hi, hello. I am in fact a schizo and nobody called him. You think this is a fucking iPad, brother? This looks like a tablet to you? Is my head that large? I have been spending a lot of time with my clankers. Yes, that's a fact. What the fuck were we doing? We were getting the lowest scores possible. That's a fact. Maybe I just have tiny hands. Yeah, but that makes my... There are advantages to this. You know what I'm saying? Tiny hands, massive only fans. You know what I'm saying? I got that thing on me. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. We're cooking. We have stopped cooking. We have been razzled and dazzled. Alden or Harper or Patrick, whichever one of you is in here, you better follow the damn stream. No free entertainment. My feet, I sit crisscross in my office chair, so no, my feet don't dangle. They don't even go downwards. But if they did, and if they did fail to reach the ground, I would absolutely be a kicker and a wiggle waggler when I get excited. You've got me there. I do enjoy a bit of wiggle waggling. It's like I'm a dog with two tails. But they're just little feetsies. It's... How tall am I? 6'9" exclamation point height. Can we put this? Yeah, I will not provide any insight into my real height until the line has been set, agreed upon, and bet on. You have 24 hours. My height will be revealed tomorrow, same place, same time. Right when Jesus Christ comes back at the same time that GTA 6 releases, and everybody loses and wins their money. Also, Ant-Man, I saw, I don't know what platform I was looking at, but I saw something about that gamble, and supposedly it ends in a draw if neither occur by like June of this year. So it's literally just an opportunity for those markets to make an insane rake. Betting anything is losing, apparently. Um, 20 Trump tokens says 5'8.5", but I round to 5'10". Who in God's name would ever keep track of half of an inch? that is ridiculous. At that point, you would be right to round up to 5'10". Because who's going to go out there saying, oh yeah, I'm 5'8.5"? That's like how kids say that, like, oh, I'm 3.5. And you're like, oh, that's cute. And then if you ever come across a little munchkin saying, like, yeah, I'm 12.5, it's like, dude, you should have stopped keeping track of that so long ago. You hit double digits, nobody cares about how many months you've been alive on top of the years. We're looking for one number, not your life story. Yeah, but we've never been in the same room. I don't on camera. That would never. That wouldn't have any effect on their guesses. I could be 3'6". Yeah. That's a nice mental image that you're painting. When you're close to driving age, those 0.5s matter again. The only 0.5 that matters when you're driving is your blood alcohol content. I don't care if you got a learner's permit or a license, brother. If you're on the road, you need to be blowing at least a 0.5. And that is 0.5 and not 0.05. That's where the halves matter. There's a cat. I hear cat. It's affecting my dribbling of the ball. Chat, we're cooked. The cat sounds so cute. She sounds so puny. I'm glad that the microphone is picking her up. She is very cute sounding outside of the door. Mods, can we run polls? I don't know how this platform works, believe it or not. I don't know shit about shit about shit. Mods, can we mod the cat? Can we cat the polls? How tall is the cat? That's what we should be wondering. What the fuck is going on? Apparently Catfish is genius, and you guys are all silly geese. Let me tell you, I trust that Catfish with my life. If he says it expired 4 minutes ago, he put up the poll at least 4 minutes ago. We are now accepting bets on my height. Unless we are no longer accepting bets, in which case I lied We are done accepting bets. I don't know how these things work. TBH. That's not my job. Agreed. Height, predict. I would predict if I could predict. Antsy Pantsy is asking for someone to bet against him. He is taking the over, and he is currently unchallenged. This will be a wildly eventful gamble on his part. He will end up with no wealth increased to his nation. He will remain oppressed by the elite of lucid foxes. We're getting a lot of regen here for hitting a lot of guys all at once. That is an unfortunate grouping of individuals. I believe we've recovered. I believe I can fly. That felt pretty good. That was really fucking good. That's why. Golly. Golly. Wait. What? Catfish, what are you asking? Are you asking me, is it over or under? Or are you asking him if it's over or under? What was the bet? What happens if he loses? Did anyone bet against him? It was over under 510.5. You get banned from stream if you're wrong. The house wins. Well, the house always wins. So, I'll take it. It's funny that I'm in full control here. I can just say whatever number I want to be correct. How do I control... Did we already pay out the prediction? I can just lie if it would be funny. No, how do I... If we have not paid out, how do I... Stream together, manage goals, raid channel, clip that, edit stream info, add markers, run ads. Okay, we're gonna run ads. I'm physically incapable of running ads. I ran them too recently. Whatever I say, you have to believe you can pay it out. Lucid Fox is the moderator of the bet. See, those are two conflicting results. Or conflicting opinions, rather. One of them is biased because they have channel points on the line. The other one is my God-given mod, who has full faith in me and went through the lengths of setting up such an organized event as we have here. I think we should honor my mod and all of their hard work, and we should let me decide the answer. Foot mod. Yes, foot mod. I apologize for not using the correct title. Of course, of course. Yes, foot mod. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to give him his refund, I guess. I was going to say pay him out, but just refund his points. I am, in fact, over. And I can get cheap viewers on streamblue.com. Get the fuck out of here. Hey man, you only know that because I smoke cigs. That's taller than 5'10" behavior. You profiled me. Also, if you saw me take a phone call and you thought this guy's talking into an iPad, calling me short after that would be horrendous. Your perspective on human physique would be so wildly skewed. iPad minis exist? Why? Just get a phone. That's fucking stupid. Just use a phone. I don't even think tablets should exist. I think it should be phone, laptop, desktop. Boom, that's it. And then like the weird laptop tablets could be a thing because touchscreens are cool. But I think tablets are unnecessary. Especially for people like my parents who use a tablet as if it were a home computer. And then I have to go over there and use fucking Safari to log them into something and I want to throw up. We should just get rid of them. I could have a bobblehead build. I could bobble your head. You know what I'm saying? Perks of being a foot mod. Anywho, that's all of my aiming for the day. I think we went up like 4 skill points. I think I PB'd in 2 tasks. Billy threatens sexual violence on his moderators. Nobody said anything would be violent. Don't put words in my mouth. I threatened him with a good time, and he knows it. That's all she wrote for the day. I am a tall man. I have a foot mod. I have a wealthy nation. I will allow you to commune amongst yourselves as to whether or not my services were solicited. Or consented to, rather. I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, goodbye. Thank you, goodbye, goodbye.